Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Big Al Show here on Saturday, 6 o'clock. Thank you guys for joining us. We're going to have a wonderful program for you today. TNA TJ running a little bit late. So I'm doing this one solo, Big Al solo, ladies and gentlemen. We've done this a few times before. To be honest with you, I'm thinking about doing maybe a Sunday show. Maybe a Sunday show, just me, going over some news, possibly the pay-per-views when they happen on the Sundays, getting you ready for Monday, of course, always the big Monday Raw. And if anybody ever wants to give WWE a fight, maybe we'll see another program on Mondays, but I'm not holding my breath. It doesn't look like that's happening again anytime soon. Lots to get into. We're going to talk about Turning Point. That is tomorrow. We're going to talk about Impact from this week. We're going to talk about Raw from this week and see what you guys think and get into all that. We have a little bit of news. The big news this week, of course, we must talk about more than anything else here, Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan has really put himself in the news this week, ladies and gentlemen. He is flashing himself. I don't know. Look, I don't know what's going on. I guess it's a commercial for Def Jam, DJ star, something like this. And Hulk Hogan, I guess during the commercial, Brooks dancing around, they're playing the game, and I guess Hogan just says, I don't know. I don't know if he's showing his underwear or what's going on there. They black it out. I don't know if it's a commercial. I don't know who's taping it. Maybe I'm lost here, but it just looks a little strange to me. You can find it on YouTube. I would go and check it out. It's kind of crazy. I've never really seen Hulk Hogan doing that, but I don't know. What do you think? Big deal? Not a big deal? Something a little funny going on there with Brooke? A lot of different views. You guys know I'm a big Hulkamaniac, so I'm not going to get into how he is personally and if if he's being improper, so to speak. But I'm a Hulkamaniac till I die. I saw some funny comments. One guy said Hogan knows balls. That's pretty funny. What you're going to do when Hulk Hogan whips out his dingling at you? I thought was another good one. So everybody having a good time, I guess, with the Hulk Hogan DJ star flashing what he's doing here. I don't know. We have a call, ladies and gentlemen, into the program. Caller, you're on with the Big Al Show.
Ow!
Oh, boy, here she is. It's Fake Dixie Carter, ladies and gentlemen. Fake Dixie, what's up? How are you? Your program has really been terrible lately.
Who says this, you?
It seems like everybody is saying it, but, you got a 1.2 this week. I guess the rating is steady.
What don't you like about it, Big Al?
Well, I heard Samoa Joe came through the ramp. I don't know. Isn't that a little silly?
That can't happen.
I think it's a little ridiculous, don't you? I mean, people don't usually, blow themselves through ramps.
Wow. Hello? Hello?
Yes, Dixie. Yes, you're on. Yes. What do you have to say to defend yourself here?
Hello?
Yes, Fake Dixie, you are on with us.
New phone system, Big Al.
Dixie, we can hear you loud and clear. You should be able to hear us.
It's the best if I can hear you crap this
All right. I just hear a lot of yelling and screaming from you, Dixie. What's going on with TNA? What's going on with Turning Point? Something good going to happen for us tomorrow? Why is Matt Morgan in the main event now, Jeff? What the hell is going on? Why did he turn? Oh, she's gone. She's history, ladies and gentlemen. I guess we lost Fake Dixie. Sorry, everybody. We're going to talk about Turning Point, and maybe we'll get a call back from Fake Dixie. And hopefully TNA TJ gets his ass in here. Oh, speak of the devil, ladies and gentlemen. TNA TJ finally has decided to show up to the program.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show. It's about time.
I was busy throwing up.
Why were you throwing up?
Thinking of TNA this week.
Well, what do you know? You just missed Fake Dixie again. You could have yelled at her. I didn't know too much what to say. I didn't see too much of Impact.
Oh, God.
Did you watch it all?
Yes, I did. Unfortunately, again, I keep doing this to myself week after week. Remember I said last week was the worst?
This week was the worst.
Yes, it topped last week. Not by much, but it did. Now, if this was reversal, they would be doing awesome. If they were out to be the worst wrestling show ever, they're doing an awesome job at it.
I got to tell you this. I thought that this was the most amazing thing I'd ever read. We talked about this last night. We did Old School Wrestling last night talking about WCCW. Good show. I enjoyed it. Thanks to everybody who listened to that. If you didn't, go check it out. But we were talking about it last night. I lost my total train of thought. What was I even saying?
Michael Hayes.
No. I wasn't talking about Michael Hayes at all.
Ricky.
Oh, yes. Their attendance.
Oh.
TNA's attendance at live shows. I'm sorry.
300.
300 people showed up to one of their live shows. What the hell is happening here? 500, I think, showed up to another. I mean, they got a TV show. This is on Spike.
Wrestling is
bad
right now.
And it sucks because we don't want to go on and on just complaining. And, this isn't how we want to be, but let's all be honest. Right now, wrestling, the product overall, not so great.
I actually called you. I can't do it anymore. Can't watch.
Done with TNA?
I can't watch right now. Until they sell it or something happens, I can't do it, man. It's tough.
Kevin Bradshaw in the chat. Thanks, buddy. He said he's there for me. He's here for the show. I appreciate it, Kevin. Just want to shout him out. And thanks to everybody, as always, who listens to us every week, 6 o'clock here on the Big Al Show. We're going to talk about Turning Point. That's the pay-per-view tomorrow, TNA. We're going to talk about Raw. Did you watch Raw?
I watched a little Raw, yeah.
All right. Let's go into Raw because we're doing a little TNA heavy sometimes. Usually it's heavy because we're complaining a lot about it. The WWE, not that it's doing too much better. Other than the Nexus storyline, no? It's pretty bad there, too.
Storyline. It's a Barrett-Cena storyline. You can squash Nexus. Nexus is no longer really the storyline anymore. It's more about Barrett, if you noticed. Nexus is slowly but surely going to split up soon.
I don't know. There's talk about giving them all the belts. Now they're saying, did you see the match? Gabriel and Slater beat the Hart Dynasty for the titles. They're the champions now. So they're saying if they give Barrett the belt, they give them the belts, maybe Otunga the U.S. belt, sort of like an NWO, I guess, domination over the titles.
Yeah, but Otunga has been having issues with Barrett. And don't forget that Otunga is the one that gave the belts over to
That's true.
He wasn't happy about it. He was forced to do it. And I think on Raw he said something to Cena, like saying, you don't think I could beat Barrett or something like that, to an extent, like you don't think I'm better than him or something like that. So I don't know. To me, it's the only storyline going right now, and it's saving WWE, because WWE is bad, and they're getting bad ratings.
Hey, what do you think about, you brought this up to me, I watched it, I don't know what to make of it, Hulk Hogan's big flashing incident. It looks like it's a commercial.
Yeah,
but what is going on?
I don't know. I'm sure he was just doing it to be goofy. But, bad timing to do that on a video, knowing it's going to get out. And I don't
know what the hell's up with Brooke. Hey, can you do this? And, bouncing her ass in her dad's face. I mean, weird stuff, right? That's too much.
She wasn't in her face. She wasn't laughing.
They're very close. And I'm the biggest Hulk Hogan fan you're going to find. I'm not saying anything's going on, nothing like that, but it may be a little too close, no?
Because Jimmy Hart's there, you're going to say now there's a three-way
going on? You never know what's going on. Jimmy Hart's a weird-looking guy.
He has his megaphone. Come on, Hulkster!
Oh, now we're getting...
Right, I'm just saying. We're out, baby!
Oh.
Oh, man.
You had a good time with that one.
Yeah. Megaphone.
All right. Sheamus defeated Kozlov on Raw. Jobber match, right? They don't really take Kozlov seriously.
Nah.
Which is too bad. Why not?
Well, they pushed him for a second. A little while back. Nobody really cared.
I think people care about him.
They did before. Maybe they didn't do it right. Well, he is in a goofy character mode right now, so nobody will care about him if he's that kind of
Right, it's just a gimmicky sort of thing.
Right, he's the goofball next to the Italian guy with the unibrow.
Santino Marella, named after Gorilla Monsoon, the late, great Gorilla Monsoon. I would like to plug him, one of my all-time favorites. You want to go ahead and plug Tony Schiavone, your favorite, while we're at it?
Sure, Tony Schiavone needs a job. Don't go to TNA, though.
No.
Because you'll hate it. Don't even go to WWE. I don't know where to go, buddy. Go somewhere, I guess stay home and watch old tapes of yourself.
Oh, that's not a nice thing to say to your favorite announcer, Tony Schiavone.
You won't want to work for any of these garbage places. Hey, how about that Buff Daddy saying TNA, the wrestlers...
No one cares about Buff Daddy, TJ.
They can't draw
Get over Buff Daddy.
Everybody wants Buff Daddy.
You haven't mentioned him in a while. You used to mention him every week.
$40,000 a month, baby.
Oh, we found out Buff Bagwell said he was making, when WCW was around at its pinnacle, $40,000 a month. Holy shit. Bagwell was making $500,000. Those guys, the big guys at the top main event picture. Hogan must have been taking home $5-6 million a year, no?
Yeah, and don't forget about National Hall, who, remember that? Their contract stipulations they couldn't make. If somebody made more, they'd have to make more. Remember that? Nobody can exceed their contract.
Which is quite an amazing contract.
Awesome. They better be living in mansions right now unless they blew their money.
Ezekiel Jackson beat Zack Ryder. You like Ezekiel Jackson?
Yeah.
Big Show got jumped by The Miz and Alex Riley. What a silly feud. Miz and Big Show were nothing there.
They were a team before.
I know, but come on. They're better, far better as a team. They're not meant to be in a feud like that.
Pee-wee was there. And you know what? I have to tell you, I have to give my 2 cents. I was very angry. I forgot to tell you this.
Why?
The WWE Universe was booing him. Some were cheering, but I heard more boos. And I'll tell you what, I'm not into the whole bring on guests anyways, but that's not his issue. And if McMahon brings on a guest, you don't boo him.
Plus, I think it was more for... Right, they're doing it for the, I guess, you know.
For what?
He was whacking off in the theater. I don't know.
Oh, dude, that's the ancient, dude.
People remember it, though.
No, but that's
people think of Pee Wee Herman, that's what they think of.
No, dude.
You think of what? The Playhouse, the bicycles, the fun stuff?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, dude.
When someone says Pee Wee, you think jacking off in a movie chair.
Sure, but I also think what a great show he had ahead of his time. The movie was awesome.
Couldn't that guy just stay home and do it?
Yeah, we all have our weirdo stuff.
I know, but that's a bit much when you're famous, no?
But who was doing it in a bathroom? George Michael.
Another one of your fucking guys.
Awesome.
You like him.
Yeah, I do. Gotta have faith.
Oh, no. Daniel Bryan, who we both love, defeated Ted DiBiase.
Oh, he's so great.
We're just kidding. We're not too hot on Daniel Bryan. We know he's a good wrestler now.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I've seen Chris Benoit is a great wrestler, too. So
don't get me started on, hey, I like Dean Malenko.
Okay, but you're talking about the Dole guys. I'm going to bring you a million of them. You know what I mean? King Mike Enos was awesome.
You're in a WCW kind of feel today, aren't you?
Kevin Sullivan did the big stomp.
I loved Sullivan, and he was around forever. Natalya defeated Michelle McCool. Anybody care?
Nope.
I like to see Michelle McCool, though. She's pretty hot. And I'm not really into white women. Everybody knows that, but Michelle McCool is pretty sexy. If you're that sexy, then there's a difference of opinion. Vince McMahon came back for a stupid skit.
Did he? I missed it.
Oh, well, I guess Freddie Prinze Jr. was the doctor, and Vince came out of his coma after he said he'd spent $50 million on his wife's campaign, and he had Linda stickers all over him, and I guess McMahon's, now at least we know he's awake, and it's silly, man. You know, it's not like you said, it's not like it used to be. It's like a comedy show, and it's like a TV comedy show. It's not like a sport at all. They make it like it's just a comedy, and everyone knows it's a comedy, and it's phony baloney, but watch it anyway. And then they wonder why people don't care about the wrestling match. They don't care about the wrestling match because you're telling us the whole show with your stupid skits and your dumb stories that it's fake anyway. It's dumb. We shouldn't pay attention to it because you're so over the top. It's unbelievable.
It's over the top. So outrageous with the story.
And I hate that we continue to do this and, you know, get upset with the product, but the product sucks these days. And look, I'm not against indie wrestling. I think it's great, and I'm all for the wrestlers. We're going to have some more indie guys on here, you know, making their money. They love wrestling. They're putting their ass on the line. I'm 100% behind the indie guys, but I can't be scouring the internet, going, you know, on websites to watch wrestling. You got to get a TV deal. That's my thing. And until you get a TV deal, we're not going to see any progress. We need someone with some money, with some connection to come on up and challenge the laziness that is WWE, because they can do it if they want, I think, and the incompetentness that is Dixie Carter and TNA.
Scott Norton, maybe.
Oh, you ruined my whole
well, I'm just saying.
spiel there with Scott and Norton.
Give
up on it. You just had to mention all your WCW guys today. It's a throwback show.
Wild West Wrestling.
No.
I would.
All right, come on.
Come on, I'm serious.
It's a WCW hour.
What? I'm just saying.
Who else do you want to talk about from fucking 1996 WCW? The only shit you love to watch. 96 through 98.
Disco Inferno.
Who else? Sid Vicious.
Sure.
Harris Brothers.
No, God, no. Yeah, man. Vincent.
Well, I'll go for the Raw side then. Stone Cold, The Rock, Mankind.
Oh, I can get even better. DDP.
Oh, get out of here.
Oh, yeah, dude. DDP, Hollywood Hogan.
Shawn Michaels.
The Giant.
I could take three of your guys.
The Giant.
Michaels. I can take him with Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
If we played a game here and we had all your guys, and I think it'd be close.
Oh, dude.
From that era, it'd be a close one.
Really?
Undertaker, he could take a couple.
The Outsiders.
Undertaker could take the Outsiders. If you wanted to do a trade, you would easily have to throw all those cards out.
Okay.
I could take
Sting,
those Outsiders.
Ric Flair.
Sting is a good one. Sting's a good one. I should have saved Undertaker for him.
Who else do we got?
That's a fun game. We're going to have to play that next week.
The new Macho Man.
All right. Macho Man when he was 40. I get it.
Steroid.
The Truth and Orton beat Barrett and Otunga. Cena's in the middle. What'd you make of that? The main event. You missed the main event?
Yeah.
Well, I guess Truth and Orton won. I missed it as well. Sorry, everybody. This stuff. So that's Raw for you. And I guess Survivor Series coming up. We're going to be there. YouTube.com/KickassWrestlingShow. Going to have a hell of a program for you. Right after it goes off, we'll come on a couple hours, try to throw something up there pretty quick.
I can't believe they're keeping that name.
Yeah, I was bitching and complaining they were getting rid of it, and they decided to keep it, I guess, another year. Smart move, because WWE is down 16%. Pay-per-views down 16%. Buy rates from the 3-month period from last year to this year. 16% is a good dive. No wrestling companies, thriving right now by any means. Nope.
Is that it? That's the news?
No, man, listen, we can't just do news every week and news and news and news. We got to give the people something better than news all the time. I mean, what the fuck kind of news are we going to have here?
Flair got married again?
Exactly. That's not news, but it should be. It'd be a 6th time. Impact got a 1.2.
Ooh, in your face.
Why is it in anyone's face?
Because she's showing that she can get ratings.
What are you talking about?
I like Dixie Carter. She's all right.
The WWE, you want news? I'm going to give you all the news. Not much. WWE is staying PG even though Linda, the rumor is they're staying PG even though Linda lost her Senate campaign, which was sort of a given because they were PG before she started it, but I guess they had planned this out. Who knows? What do you think of that?
I think it sucks. But it doesn't even matter. Even if they went X, it's so bad right now. Nobody cares. It's not about the PG. It's about stupid storylines. About them not drawing the fans in. I don't care if it's rated G, man. Make it at least freaking interesting again. I'm watching Laguna Beach, man. It's terrible.
That's pretty funny.
MTV crap. That's what it is, dude.
Scott Hall is ill. We want to wish him the best. He got a pacemaker put in recently.
Yeah.
We want Scott to pull through. Hate to lose him, but you know what? I was thinking this the other day, man. I don't think it's going to be too much longer.
No.
Because, he likes to drink and he likes to party. If he does get well, I can't see him not doing it again. I don't think he's going to be around too much longer. I think everybody who is around him, certainly we aren't, but everyone who is around him should give him as much support as they can right now, especially.
Nash, get over there, buddy.
I don't know how close they really are. I know they're close, but I don't know if he's been hanging out with them.
Son Walton, get all over there.
Doing his business. Sean Wallman might not have anything to do. He might be around.
He might be doing the even worse things. He may not be a help.
WWE still hopes to get Brock Lesnar for WrestleMania.
It's not going to happen.
They think maybe they can work out a contract with Dana White.
You better pay his ass, boy. And it won't work, because even if Brock, God forbid, he got hurt, something bad happened, he can kiss his ass goodbye.
That's true, but I think,
I mean,
You don't think he'd do it for, the right money?
It'd be up to Brock.
The right stipulations? I'm sure he could be involved in some way. Maybe not even a match. You've seen it, dude. Yeah, like a Tyson back when he was the special outside enforced ref, whatever the hell they want to strap title with
It
him.
was popular, though. That drew a lot of fans, remember?
That was a very popular WrestleMania.
And he turned. He was with Stone Cold.
Yes, as he should have been, I guess, right? That was funny. And then it was great, of course, to have him come back and then be with DX on Raw recently. Remember that one? He came back with his kids, celebrated in the ring. That was cool.
Whatever happened to Bret Hart, by the way? Hate to interrupt you, but wasn't he something of WWE?
He was supposed to come back. I heard that he was supposed to be making his comeback. Now I don't know what's going on.
So
He's coming back.
It didn't work. I'm sorry.
Well, like it or not, I don't care what anybody says. Vince brought him back because Hogan went to TNA. And he was like sort of an old-timer to counter that. Because, he knew Hogan was going to get a little pop, and he did. Sure. They got a 1-5 right off the bat. So he wanted to have his own. Imagine if he didn't bring in Bret Hart and debut him on January 4th.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Because he didn't. I mean, that's what he did. So if he hadn't have done that, I think TNA might have done even a little better.
Should have picked somebody else.
Who would you have picked?
If I could have gotten one, I would have said The Rock.
Well, no.
I mean, if I could have, you're saying who? What do you mean? Who's available that would be willing to do it, or who could I get?
I don't think Stone Cold was available either.
All right, so who would be available? All right. God, you're right.
Macho Man.
Yeah.
He'd have to reconcile with us real quick. Have him come out there and talk No, he wouldn't let him talk about Hogan, but
Lex Luger.
Of course, you're gonna. I knew you were gonna say some WCW guy. McMahon would never bring in Lex Luger to counter Hulk Hogan. No.
He'd torture act somebody.
He could beg Sting, as he probably has, to join the WWE.
How about the rest of the Horsemen?
Will that ever happen? You always say no. Will Sting ever join the WWE?
No. Not gonna happen.
I got to see him completely retired before I believe it. Wouldn't he be more interesting there right now? Well, TNA's not doing anything with anybody, let alone Sting. Yeah. Now he's what? They've taken a hiatus. What they're doing right now is so important that when Sting comes back, it'll even mean anything.
It's going to come from the Raptors.
He's going to come from the Raptors and do something dumb, and that'll be it. And they'll be back to normal Sting every week.
Choke Dixie Carter against Sting. For putting this terrible crap on TV. That's what he really choked her for, He's like, what the hell did you get me involved with? This is an awful program.
Well, let's talk about Impact.
Oh, give it to me.
Sarita beat Velvet Sky. Did you like that match?
Exciting stuff. Give me the next
honest.
one. I'm serious.
Do you remember it? Did you really watch it or see it?
I faded it out. All right, go to the next one.
Mickey James and Ink defeated Jesse and Tara.
Another one of the... What the hell? Yes, please, go over this, by the way, this whole list of the matches. So, yes, she went in with that team for what? Why? Why does she have to do anything with that team just to go against her? Why couldn't she just go one-on-one against her?
I agree. It looks stupid.
All right, go to the next one.
Keep going.
Oh, that was bad. Go to the next one.
I like Jen Mee, and I like Mickey James.
Okay, so what do they belong?
No, they don't.
Okay, so what stupid. Why even have that match? Okay, go to the next one.
AJ Styles defeats RVD and Rhino. 3-way match for the TV title.
Okay. And once again, what the hell does AJ has anything to do with RVD or Rhino?
Well, RVD, obviously.
Why would RVD want to win?
He's with Fortune. That makes sense. But
why
I guess Rhino with EV. I don't. I mean, if it doesn't make sense, it's only, I don't know. There's no build or anything there.
Throw it up.
Yeah, but no, it makes sense. AJ Styles should be feuding with the way they originally set it up with RVD and Rhino. But it's, should that match even be on television?
No. Next one.
Kaz defeats Douglas Williams.
That's the one I was telling you about. Fortune on Fortune.
I thought Doug Williams was out of Fortune.
No. He was complaining, but he's still in Fortune. But they thought it would be a good idea for the fans, Ric Flair said. Because, he says back in the day, the Four Horsemen, they get into it in hotels and stuff. But now they're giving the fans a real treat by going one-on-one against each other. That'd be like Arn Anderson going against his brother, what was it? What's his name? Anderson, Ole Anderson. On TV. People would be like, what the hell? Who do I cheer for? Do I boo? Do I say anything? What the hell? Well, that's terrible.
So you're telling me you didn't like Impact this week?
No. God, no. Oh, and you're missing the Abyss coming out of the...
oh, no, next, Pope defeated Abyss by DQ.
Yes. Yes. So, and don't forget, he's having all his fans going to be in a lumberjack at the pay-per-view. All the fans in the ring. Oh, and don't forget, Abyss also punched 4 fans in the face, knocked them out.
He's just making stuff up.
That's real. He threw him over the cage, punched him, knocked him out. About 3 or 4, and that's when Pope challenged him. Said, all right, you want to hit my fans? Now my fans are going to be a lumberjack.
Vince Russo spent a lot of time thinking of that one.
What else? Is that it?
We got one more. Are you still with us, everybody? In Radio Land.
What else?
I guess it was supposed to be Bischoff and Morgan or Anderson, something going on there.
Was there karate out?
Bischoff was supposed to wrestle.
No karate. He's going to kick this guy's face.
So what happened?
I missed that one.
Oh!
Turn the channel. Can you blame me for what I just saw, all that?
Well, I know tomorrow Matt Morgan's taking on Jeff Hardy. What the freak is going on? That just got thrown together. It's supposed to be Anderson. I know Anderson's hurt, I guess.
Concussion.
But, Morgan all of a sudden turning, and now he's in the main event against Hardy. Talk about, what did they? They just do it so quick. Crash TV, Crash TV, Crash TV.
Oh, and don't forget about the lady, the girl who keeps going behind one of the beautiful people. She's like a ghost. And anytime anybody comes in the room, she disappears.
I want everybody to make sure they go on YouTube and
stuff.
Check out Hulk Hogan flashing everybody. That was...
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Hulk Hogan! Oh, ho, ho! Oh, what up? What about the dancing girls, What up, what up? Digging it the most, the champagne.
Okay, are you ready to rap? Like Biggie? Begin the challenge.
No, this is dedicated to you, Biggie Smalls. Yo, Biggie Smalls, straight up, brother. It was all a dream. It's all about me and Biggie Smalls, keeping it real. I've been hustling my whole life too, dog. You do your thing, Biggie Smalls, I'll do mine. We're both superstars.
Give it to him hard.
Driving big bad cars. And now you know what you're gonna do, brother.
Those are not the words.
Those are my words. I'm blowing up like a firewood. Call the crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. If you don't know, now you know.
You had to go, but not that many. If you're the only one, I'll give you good and plenty.
She's singing to her dad.
I might be able to do a little of that.
He does that.
Hey, yo, maniacs! I'm Hulk Hogan, the greatest of all time, and I'm.
Oh man!
I tell you, the commercial was funny up until that part. Though you got to admit,
That part was just it was good, but it got wild. What was that all about?
And Jimmy Hart's like on the side. If you see the video, he's like he's kind of like doesn't know what to say. He seems a little surprised.
I'm sure Jimmy's seen Hulk in the locker plenty of times.
Short shorts.
Yellow, right? The short yellow shorts.
I mean, short boy.
They should make some real short Hulkamania shorts for the girls.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, nice bright yellow, just like Hogan had.
I don't think any girl will wear that.
That's too bad. I'm sad to hear you say that.
Maybe you.
I would never wear Hogan's short shorts. All right.
At the beach.
Tomorrow is TNA Turning Point. Matt Morgan taking on Jeff Hardy at the top of the card.
Big event.
Who do you like?
I'm ordering that, baby.
You're not ordering nothing. You haven't ordered a pay-per-view in years.
55 Dixie, it's coming your way, because this is good stuff.
Who you taking, Morgan or Hardy?
Oh, I'm taking Hardy.
You taking Hardy? Is something weird going to happen here? Morgan, something funny going on?
No. Well, if it is, then it's the stupidest thing ever. He just beat the hell out of him, and now he's like just joking all the time. He's still a bad guy? No. It's just a stupid move. What a dumb move.
I really think they might give Matt Hardy. They might give Matt Morgan the belt.
Why?
There must be something behind this, right? Maybe they don't like Jeff Hardy anymore. Maybe they. I don't know.
Oh, you're kind of drawn in.
I don't know.
Oh.
I want to see. I don't want to see it, but I'd like to know what's going on. Because if Jeff Hardy's just going to beat Morgan and he just did a, face turn for nothing and they rushed this main event for nothing, Matt Morgan could be a huge star, but you're just throwing him around like a deck of cards. Blueprint. Doesn't make any sense. So there must be some reasoning behind it. No?
Nope. Bad wrestling.
I'm gonna have to agree. No reasoning. Jeff Hardy.
There we go.
Team 3D taking on the Motor City Machine Guns.
Well, it's maybe the best thing going on that whole pay-per-view. I gotta go with MM.
I agree, and I guess there's talk 3D is going to split up. This is probably where it will happen.
Oh.
So I don't know if that's the best idea, letting them do singles at this point in their career.
Should anybody just get out and go to WWE if you can now? Ugh, do it.
Jump off the Titanic to another ship with a hole in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Terrible idea. But, you know, the WWE could probably plug the hole. They can afford it.
Sure.
TNA may just go underwater. You still holding true to that? You said 2 years, but it's been some time.
So what, another year and a half?
You said it, I think, in March.
It's a year and a half.
A year from this March, you think TNA's finished?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to find out.
They're going to lose the TV deal first, and then they'll go out of it.
They won't lose the TV deal if they're getting a 1.2.
No, but it won't be it'll be a 0.7 eventually.
Robbie E. taking on Jay Lethal.
Ooh. All my Jersey Shore boys are going to watch this.
I hope TNA's not dumb enough to give Robbie E. the title here, but they might do it. I'm going to go with Robbie E. I think they're going to do it because it's so bad and they're so dumb. You're doing the fist pump. TNA TJ doing the fist pump, everybody.
I'm going Robbie E. with my fist pump.
Oh, man. That's getting bad. Abyss taking on the Pope. Is that the one that's going to be the lumberjack?
Yes, we should go and be part of this lumberjack.
They're not just going to let anybody do it.
Oh, why not? This is what the stipulations is. Congregation. I'm part of the...
We're going to go wear Kick-Ass Wrestling Show shirts.
Right, and I'm going to be part of the congregation.
I don't think so. Part of the congregation?
You might get punched in the face by Abyss. I'll go with Abyss on this.
I'm going to go with Abyss. They just built him up as too much of a monster. They're not going to stop now.
Monster. That's scary. It is scary.
EV2 against Fortune. I guess whoever loses gets to pick someone to be fired. What is that about? You're shaking your head.
I don't know.
I want to thank all the chat for being with us. Not too much. A little light day in the chat. And also all the archives. But in the chat, we got the Grappler. That's a pretty cool name. Guests. All of our luchadors joining us. And, of course, Kevin Bradshaw. Where's the loyal TNA fan?
Kevin Sullivan.
Where's Harrison? A couple of these guys disappeared.
Audley Harrison, that's right.
Audley Harrison.
What about the Irish guy?
Ah, the guy from Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland.
He used to come in and drop news. A lot of times we'd already have the news about to go over, but he disappeared.
Yeah, come on. You know what it was?
What's that?
He's mad Sheamus is he doesn't have the title anymore. He doesn't watch wrestling.
It's very possible.
Roddy Piper's not in the wrestling.
Roddy Piper's no longer with us. That's terrible.
That's Fit Finley.
Don't you miss Fit Finley?
Of course.
All right, guys, we're going to shut down in a little bit. We just got a little bit more to go over. You know, slow for wrestling, slow for the show. We're going to have to spice things up and get a little bit out of, not new era, but we got some indie guys we want to start bringing on the show and supporting indie wrestling. These are the guys who are going to come on the program, you know, and we could talk about just wrestling in general. We don't always have to stick with this WWE, what's going on, TNA, what's going on. I don't think too many fans are tuning in all the time anymore. And I'm not, you know, I'm sorry to say it, we still watch wrestling all the time, but not a lot of the product they're putting out there. And I think that speaks for most wrestling fans out there. There's a lot out there who aren't watching anymore.
Oh, yeah.
They want something different, and not happening right now.
Fabulous Nick Jones.
Who is Fabulous Nick Jones?
Indie wrestler.
Oh, are you taking a shot at indie wrestlers?
No, I'm serious.
Fabulous, just making up a name?
No, that's real.
Fabulous Nick Jones? You don't know any Fabulous Nick Jones.
I looked it up because I was curious about indies. I haven't really looked up many.
You're a liar.
I swear. Google it.
All right, we will Google it.
All right, go ahead. Just put
What'd you say his name was?
Fabulous Nick Jones, the wrestler. You're going to feel really silly in a minute. Oh, what's going on?
I don't see anything.
Oh, you don't?
Rapper? He's a rapper.
You sure you didn't put wrestler?
Anything about a wrestler.
You just put Fabulous Nick Jones. See, right there.
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Maybe you misspelled it, or maybe Nick changed.
Nice try. There's no Fabulous Nick Jones.
I'm surprised as a rapper.
Who do you have the fever for
Oh, man.
this week? You just remain quiet.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
1996.
You're just hating wrestling.
No,
these days.
96 was a great. You said you wanted that year.
Usually we have the fever for what's going on now.
Oh, now.
Something. Someone has to. You have to like someone.
Tonga John.
Tonga John was in WCCW, and they haven't been around for a little while. But you guys should definitely go and check out the WCCW show and find out who Tonga John is. The chat had some interesting things to say in the show. One guy said TNA should bring back T.L. Hooper. Oh, boy.
Hogan knows balls.
Hogan? We talked about that, yeah, early in the show.
What did he say? What was the other?
And what you going to do when Hogan flings his dingling at you? TNA TJ loves that one. He goes crazy. He went crazy when he saw that one.
It's a good one.
So I guess that's pretty much it. We talked about Raw. We went over the Raw card. Whatever. We went over the Impact card. Even worse.
Is it this Sunday?
TNA Impact, we were giving our predictions. I guess I'll go Fortune in their match. Jeff Jarrett taking on Samoa Joe. I'll go, Jeff Jarrett, I guess. They're going to
Joe is breaking.
Doesn't matter.
Ramps.
They're going to set something up with him and Kurt Angle.
Now I can lose.
I'm going Jarrett, so you're going Joe.
No, of course not.
Oh, now you're taking my way.
I don't.
Why do you, every time I pick first, you pick whoever?
I don't like Samoa Joe. If I were to pick Samoa Joe, I'd be insane.
Tommy Dreamer taking on Rob Van Dam.
I got Tommy Dreamer. Oh, through that one.
Fine, I'll take Rob Van Dam.
Fine, go for it.
Just because I did it, see? Because I called you out. Because I called you out, and it's the only reason you did it. You always try to follow me, so your record's better. Like, we even keep track of the record. Hey, we got a special show for everybody coming up in 2 weeks.
80s.
2 weeks.
What is it?
Nominations for Awards of the Year. Or we won the award, of course, for Best Wrestling Program Anywhere.
Yes.
No, we're just
already given.
We're still not where we want to be. But slowly but surely, we're getting there. We thank all the fans for sticking with us and supporting us.
Stick with us.
And what the hell was I talking about?
We're talking about awards. People getting.
Oh, yeah. 2 weeks.
Well, who
Kick-Ass Wrestling Awards.
Well,
find out who's the Kick-Ass Wrestler of the Year. Find out who is the Kick-Ass Tag Team of the Year. Find out what was the Kick-Ass Match of the Year. A lot of interesting things that we're going to have to find out. You know, you hear about these Wrestling Observer Awards or these PWI Awards. Nothing compared to the Kick-Ass Wrestling Awards.
Sure.
We're just kidding, of course. I actually like Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
Who's hosting it?
But Wrestling Observer can...
Who's hosting?
Who's hosting what?
The award show.
I would imagine me and you are.
I know, but do they have a main guy that's going to actually just call it down for us?
Yeah, obviously. There's going to be a lot of special things planned. We're not trying to give things away right now.
All right.
Well, we've got a special show in 2 weeks.
Who could it be?
OJ who? Simpson?
Yeah.
No, he's not going to be working for us.
Because he's working cheap now.
No. We will have a special...
Mr. T.
No, I can't tell you. I can't tell you who it is. I can't tell you. We're going to have a special guest host.
I might have hit it there.
And they're going to, give us the lead-in for the awards. Big show.
Damn it.
Big show. You guys got to tune in for it.
Heck so. Somebody.
Continuing down this awesome card and finishing it off, thank God, Mickie James taking on Tara.
That's the what? That's the main event?
No, that's just another match, TJ. Come on.
All right. Who is it now? Tara and Mickie James. I got Mickie James.
Me too. And that ends our predictions for this awesome pay-per-view called Turning Point, which will probably do somewhere around 2,000 to 3,000 buys.
It's going to be turning heads away from the television.
2,000 to 3,000 buys, I would imagine, tops. What do you think?
It's going to be turning
5,000 if they get lucky.
Maybe.
This is bad. This is bad. I wish someone would just give me some money so we could start a wrestling federation already and do something about this. Where's the millionaire? Where's Ted? Somebody get Ted Turner on the phone right now. Big Al wants to talk to him. We're going to change wrestling forever. Again.
That's right.
World class, we can't bring it back. Vince owns it. Damn it. I know.
What was the one I said?
Trust me, if I could, I would.
Classic Championship Wrestling? CCW?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Oh, big boot right there.
You got to join us every Friday. Well, not every Friday. Listen, we can't do it every Friday. And we got to do it at like 7 because the 10 o'clock show just isn't working.
We're sleeping.
People can't catch it. Well, I don't think they're sleeping. I think they're out partying. You're out. You're sleeping.
Watching Everyone Loves Raymond.
Everyone Loves Raymond. That's definitely not happening.
PBS. Somebody's watching.
So we're going to switch it up. But most likely when we come at you for Old School Friday, it's going to be Fridays around 7. If you want to catch it live. If not, download us. Listen to us in the archive anytime. blogtalkradio.com/KAW radio.
Yeah.
That's us. TNA TJ, Big Al.
Not 50s wrestling.
Not 50s wrestling.
Not 60s or 70s.
Well, we can't go back that far unless we're really profiling someone from that era like a Dusty Rhodes or a Ric Flair.
You're right. Dusty freaking Rhodes in the 70s.
Rhodes has been around for a long time.
What about the original Nature Boy, Buddy Landel?
Of course, we can talk about Buddy Landel. We could talk about Playboy Buddy Rogers.
He was a Playboy.
One of my all-time favorite jobbers. He was at one time, I believe, the champion. And he turned out to be a jobber later in his career, but he made the best of it. He was great. You loved him, remember?
Yeah.
The big belly. It takes a lot of guts to come out there with no shirt, overweight as hell, calling yourself Playboy Buddy Rose.
That's right.
Gotta tip your cowboy hat to that guy.
What about the weird guy with the king hat, blonde hair?
Weird guy with the king hat?
Yeah, he wore a king hat. He had
Blonde hair?
Yeah, like
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he had like a purple king's hat.
You talking about Harley Race?
Yeah, was it Harley?
Come on, you gotta remember Harley
He had
Race.
blonde hair at one
Well,
point?
I don't know how blonde that was. He was the king, though.
Right.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Purple.
Yeah, the cape is purple.
I
know that.
It wasn't Harley Race.
They've had quite a few kings. Ming was king.
You're right.
King Haku.
You're right.
Jeez. King Booker.
King James.
King Macho Man. King Macho King, excuse me.
Macho King.
So I guess that's it.
Prince Iaukea.
Prince Iaukea. I got to do my wrestling fever. Oh, I can't go without that. We can't skip that. I definitely have the wrestling fever this week for Hulk Hogan. Flashing himself. I can't believe it. Flashing himself. Him and his daughter playing a video game. It's a commercial. And he's flashing himself. It's a little strange. I have to admit, it's just a little bit awkward. I don't think there's anything too inappropriate, but I understand why some people might think it's a little bit fishy. You were the one who was going nuts when you were telling me about it.
They said it was just underwears. He didn't really flash himself.
That's what Bubba said.
No, but then I heard it from somewhere else.
The one,
Where'd you hear it from?
Sources.
Oh, ho, ho! Oh, what up? What about the dancing girls, you know? What up, what up? Digging it the most, the champagne. Enter.
Okay, are you ready to rap? Like Biggie? Begin the challenge.
No, this is dedicated to you, Biggie Smalls. Yo, Biggie Smalls, straight up, brother. It was all a dream. It's all about me and Biggie Smalls, keeping it real. I've been hustling.
You gotta love Hulk Hogan doing the rap.
Hogan and
That's pretty funny.
It is.
It does sound funny.
It's all about me and the biggest Smalls.
Up until the flashing, it's all cool.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
And in the chat, guys talking about the NWA, I agree, was the best. AWA was very good.
Sure.
Duggan was king. You know, I forgot about that.
He was?
Jim Duggan was king for a minute.
Oh, awesome.
Shouldn't Duggan be? I guess they can't put Duggan in the Hall of Fame, but I really wish
Why
he could
not?
be. I guess it's borderline, right?
Wasn't
Never
he
won
a
any
title?
titles.
No?
No.
No, you're wrong.
Owen, yes, Owen was a king as well. Lots of kings.
He owned the title in WCW.
Who?
Hacksaw.
Well, TV title, man. It doesn't really count.
Wow, what a rip. That was a big belt back then.
All right, guys, we're going to shut things down. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Did you have a good time this week, TNA TJ?
I sure did.
You know what? I think we should play Douche or No Douche before we tell everybody adios till next week. Hopefully next week, you know, something big will happen or something better to talk about wrestling-wise, because we're just going to have to just get off track and have a good time here. Wrestling's not giving it to us.
Definitely not.
Time for a little douche or no douche.
It's time to play Douche or No Douche. Here's your hosts, Big Al and TNA TJ. Douches.
Bastard. Douche or no douche? Fabulous Nick Jones.
No douche, of course not. That guy is going to be the king of Florida soon. Florida Heavyweight Championship.
Douche or no douche? WWE staying PG.
Super, who cares? I don't know.
You don't think it matters?
Doesn't matter right now.
Douche or no douche? Hulk Hogan flashing on that commercial.
No douche. He's Hogan. He can do anything he wants.
I think that's it.
What about douche or no douche? TNA.
No, you can't just say that.
TNA's show.
We already know, man.
TNA's pay-per-view.
You can't complain every week about TNA. It gets old. And we got to do something else. We got to come up with something different here for the show because,
our own wrestling.
Let's be honest, if we're waiting for TNA and WWE to give it to us, they're not going to. Everything I've seen, everything I've been able to watch lately hasn't been good, and I don't know what else to talk about.
Our own wrestling. Make
I wish we could make our own wrestling. I really wish we could.
Santa, let them know there's going to be a match right after the radio show. Time to go get a DVD.
What are we going to watch tonight?
I brung some stuff.
Wrestling?
Wrestling and some Office.
Oh, I can't watch any more Office.
I have wrestling. Nitro.
We watch The Office way too much.
I have Championship Wrestling Florida.
That sounds pretty cool.
Rick Rude defends his Florida belt.
That's pretty interesting. I want to thank everybody for joining us, for sticking with us on a Saturday at 6, and we'll see you guys next week and every Saturday at 6 o'clock.
Peace!
Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Hogan! Oh, ho, ho! Oh, what up? What about the dancing girls, What up, what up? Digging it the most, the champagne. And
Okay, are you ready to rap? Like Biggie? Begin the challenge.
no, this is dedicated to you, Biggie Smalls. Yo, Biggie Smalls, straight up, brother. It was all a dream. It's all about me and Biggie Smalls, keeping it real. I've been hustling my whole life too, dog. You do your thing, Biggie Smalls, I'll do mine. We're both superstars,
Give it to him hard.
driving big bad cars. And now you know what you're gonna do, brother.
Those are not the words.
Those are my words. I'm blowing up like a firewood. Call the crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. If you don't know,
Sing that.
now you know.
You had to go, but not that many. Cause you're the only one. I'll give you good and plenty. Can you do this part?
I might be able to do a little of
He
that.
does that.
Hey, yo, maniacs, I'm Hulk Hogan, the greatest of all time. And I'm an unexpected rap star. And if you don't know, well, now you know, brother.